Okay, this is part 2 about what if you were serious about holiness. So go watch part 1 if you want this to make more sense. So I'm just going to pick right back up. And it's talking about how you will need to reform the way you think. You will need to change your mind if you want to be serious about holiness. You're going to have to completely change your lifestyle. And that starts with your mind. Because nothing goes into your heart if you haven't first let it through your mind. Okay. And then we need to drop the junk if we want to be ready for... We need to clear space for the new. So we need to get rid of all the things that were pushing us away from God, away from holiness, so we can fill our hearts with peace, love, joy, patience. I'm going completely out of order. But if we want to fill our lives with the fruit of the Spirit and be serious about holiness, we need to remove the things that are keeping us stuck. We need to know at least the basics about God so we can continuously learn about God. If we never even learn the basics, we'll never be able to learn about God. So start somewhere. And then start seeing God as greater, stronger, smarter, and just knowing He is wiser. God is outside of time. He is in the past, present, and future. Why do we constantly think we know better? We don't. Promise you we don't know better. God's ways are higher. We need to start thinking that way if we want to truly start to achieve holiness. That is something we're going to need to start doing. Think rightly and start aligning your thinking so we can be aligned with His. Because that is so important. If God's ways are higher, we should want to follow those ways, right? So we need to align our thinking so then we can align our hearts. Because if God wants our hearts, He has to first needs to get our minds. So that's our job. Our job is to stop asking those mindless questions and just start trusting and believing and take a step of faith to listen and follow God. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. All right. God wants our hearts. He first needs our minds. Let me continue. Our actions will affect our family, and that affects our God family as well. So when we do things, it reflects. So if we're not holy, we're not trying to be righteous, not working on our sanctification, that's going to show. If we're walking around as a Christian, we need to be living like one. So when they see us, they're not going to affect our family, our biological family, and also our adopted Christian family. We need to be the good examples. All right, go to part 3 for the rest of this message.